Good evening, good evening, good evening. Alexa, stop. Guess I'll make a little tea. And I guess I'll wait for some people to come on. And I will say good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Well, I wanted to share with you some clinical information about this whole issue that we're talking about mobility, a little bit of anxiety, moving and walking, and the things that happen to us as we, hey Pisces, as we struggle through our, hold on a second, okay, as we struggle through, someone is giving me a piano, and then she's going to give me some other things, so I'm excited about that. So she's texting me, and I got to do my live. They don't realize I got to get on here, talk to my people, okay? So I'm going to be talking about a little bit about this research project. It's called The Effects of Mobility Related Anxiety on Walking Across the Lifespan. It's a virtual reality simulation study. And only Deborah Ann Matthews will go research these things and then talk to you about them. But this is what happens when you go to college. This is what happens when you go to graduate school, or what used to happen. Now, if you can get a student loan, they're gonna give you a degree. You ain't even gotta do nothing. You ain't gotta write a thesis. You ain't gotta do none of that. But that's their business. I'm telling you how I was taught. A serious PhD candidate know how to research, find information. Oh yes, and honey, I got to replace. I got to tell y'all what it did. This right here, and see, I was gonna eat this right here, which I did eat it a little bit with this right here. When you mix both of them together, they taste really good. And I was gonna put them in Ziploc bags, but my helper couldn't find the smaller ones, and a big Ziploc bag ain't gonna do me no good. And I already got anxiety. I already got I have anxiety. I have overeating tendencies, and honestly, I'm not trying to. My old home care worker got on me because she said I was fussing about my new home care worker. I'm not fussing about her. I'm just saying I love her. I'm grateful for her. But I'm just saying, food looks more appealing if you put them in containers, like in the small bowls that I bought them to go in, versus throw them on a plate. For one, I could grab the bowl. It's a little harder getting the whole plate, and I ain't ate none of that food except the chicken. And if she don't put no salt on that food, and I just don't even say nothing. The Bible says if you don't have no salt, where is the savor, honey? But that's okay. I just have to say, y'all, I got some stuff going on this week that's pretty exciting. And it's a little bit anxiety ridden. So I did get, part of the strategy is to like, I got chocolate covered raisins. So they were for $5. Of course I got some milk duds because I'm greedy like that too. And that's one strategy when you know that you're gonna need to chew something. And that's a good one. Also, buying 0-calorie water is one strategy, because I realize I'm probably always gonna be this greedy. We just have to adjust, be mindful, and walk it out, or whatever it out. Okay, y'all. Let me tell y'all, for real. Guess what's going on right now? See, right now, right this second, the bottom of my feet is warm, and it's about to break out in a cramp. I'm telling y'all. I mean, y'all act like this ain't happening to y'all. I gotta take this blanket because I have 2 blankets plus a towel, heavy blankets, the kind you put on the sofa when you want to snuggle up, plus a ow. I'm serious. It doesn't hurt because I'm used to it, but I have to tune in with it because it's too warm, and I love warmness. So I did have her pass me these pickles, okay? And I don't know, it's just a funny. That's why people like turn the heat on. If I turn the heat on, it'll be even worse. So I gotta hurry up and open this. Take a pickle. This is all it is. Take a pickle. Take a pickle. Calm down. Drink some water. Turn the ceiling fan on. I reach over here with this thing right here. Turn the ceiling fan on. And thank Jesus I had some pickles and some water. Oh yeah, I got mustard over there. I got some mustard packets right here too. And I got 2 cups of ice over there because if you change the temperature, like it's hot, if you, whoo child, if you even my back is hot because I've been snuggled up for hours. If you change the temperature, that'll help. Yes. Somebody even said that if you put mustard on your knees, it'll stop the pain. I'm like, what? So I'm gonna take my feet and wrap it around this. Um, whew, child. Okay. Y'all know, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all act like I'm the only one. How many people struggle with obesity? 100 million. How many of that? 40% of people in the United States. That means if it's 100 of them, 50 of them struggling, 60 of them struggling, or 40 of them. I can't remember which one. But even if you don't you don't have to be obese. Oh yeah. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Oh, thank you. Hold on, thank you. Hold on, just a little while longer. Hold on. I gotta get my reach over for this ice. Honey, y'all know what we do. We gotta take some cold. Just a little while longer. Hold on. Ice in the mason jar. We're gonna put this ice right on top of this thing. Woo. Huh. Oh, and it hit me right up here, child. Oh, y'all already know. And the thing is, if I could ignore it, I would just ignore it, but you can't ignore it. You have to tune in. You have to tune in. You got to do something. Oh, child. Oh, child. Oh, child. Oh, child. Oh, child. Oh, child. Let's see. Let's see. I have a stepping stool on the bottom. And, okay. And I'm just going to put my feet on the floor and just press my big toe down. Because that's where it is in that big toe. There you go. Just press that big toe down. And I was having some urinary incontinence kind of flow because I was getting anxious. Because when I think about what I have to do, I'm excited to do it. But I'm still full of anxiety. So I want to stand up, but y'all know I ain't gonna know. You know what? So I don't want to show all my business. So I just have to stand here. I'm gonna turn the air conditioner down one more tomorrow and make it colder. That's what I am gonna do. Because when I used to follow this girl who weighed 500 pounds, she was saying that she learned from Cole in Canada that we big people like it to be warm, but we need it to be cooler. And that's the thing. We got to stop thinking we're the only one. Honey, we ain't the only one. So baby, come as you are to be just my da 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 da. Yeah, honey, 'cause I don't need no superstar. I'll just accept you as you are. Do 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 do. There's my robe over there. I was gonna put it on, but you know how you were gonna put it on one day, but you weren't because you was lying. I was lying to myself. Do 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 do. You don't have to be a star, baby, to be in my show. So, thank you. Where is T.E. Bendigo? Is there a place? Y'all know we're Americans. We don't know that many places around the world. Okay. So, okay. It's easing up a little bit. Mm-hmm. Oh, child. Hold on. I guess I'm going to go ahead and stand up. Hi, Iris. I wish somebody would want to come in with me and we could do like you could come in live. I got that function now. We can both be live at the same time, and then we can have two people talking. You know. So if you don't mind doing that, let me know. Email me, and then I can invite you. Okay. Hold on. Oh, I gotta get my paper. So okay, it's cold now. It's just I'm on the edge of the bed, and if I put my leg up here on this chair, I might get another cramp. So, and see, this ain't got nothing to do with the fact that I exercise every day except Sunday. This has to do with your body just want to do what it want to do, how it want to do it, period. So, this morning I was sleeping. I think I was up at about 3 o'clock. I think I got on. I don't know. I don't know if I got on social media or not. But I'm like, I got my CPAP on. I'm all happy. I ain't sleep nowhere. I think I fell asleep a little bit with it on. Then I woke up. So it helps you to. It pushes the air down so the air can circulate through your body like it should. But it doesn't necessarily make you go to sleep. So by the time I was getting good with my sleep, about 5:45, 5:30, the alarm went off, and I was like, I'm not ready to. I was enjoying myself. I was like, oh, this feels good. I don't want to wake up. So I'm like, look, I'm gonna drive to the pool. So I was like, I'll probably just take the second or the third class. That's what I was thinking. But by the time I was woke about 8:39, 7:30. But I was getting ready at 9:49, so I left the house at 10:30. The last class starts at 10:30, and I got there about 11:19, which was cool. So I walked in with my two canes, and you'll see because I've already posted those pictures. And I got a chance to swim, and I got a chance to do some video because there was nobody there but me. So that's something that we haven't seen me do fresh video in a while. So that was really good. See, everything works out well because y'all know I needed what? Some content. God knew that too. But the fact that I was able to drive and get up out of my car, it was comfortable. It wasn't like painful. The fact that I was able to walk, and then I saw a friend of mine, so she was able to video me walking from the car for about a minute. Those are just blessings. And I'm telling you, this is 14 weeks. And what I've learned over the last couple of weeks is that based on how my body is feeling, I need to rest. So sometimes I might not be able to go train if I'm tired, if my knee hurts, if something's going on. If I just feel that, if my mind says rest, or I might need to stay home, or if by 2 or 3 or 4 in the morning, I am, my knees hurt, or I feel really tired, mostly it's because my knees hurt, then I say, well, I probably won't go exercise tomorrow. Or if I have something happening, like Thursday, I have a business mixer. Saturday, I saw Celestine, and she was like, are you coming? Oh, you're doing good. Because I wasn't going to come. But I told her I was going to come, but I really wasn't. I'm like, Lord, I got to walk. But really, what I've seen myself in the last few days is that I am a little bit stronger. I can walk. And we have ordered the second cane. So I'll have two canes that are this exact weight. So this will give me more support. But my coach told me, he said, Deborah, when you walk, you don't really hardly use that cane. But I feel like it's because I feel comfortable in his studio because they make me feel comfortable. And but anyway, I went ahead and bought the ticket tonight for Saturday. It's a day party, so that's good. So I can leave like say or I can wear my pink dress too, so I can be cute. I can leave like say 2:30 to get there. It starts at 4. It'll take about 30 minutes to drive there. It's just at the border because I live at the border of Kentucky and Tennessee, and I can just give it a try. I can just give it a try, and that's what's good about it. Give it a try, see what my body wants to do. But the thing is, and I don't know, we what I realize is we have to keep saying it so that it soaks in. because we're so quick to say what we're not doing well, or I don't do this well, or I ate too much, or I da da da. I have to admit, I can't not tell you I ate all this candy. I can't not tell you that, because the truth is I'm still struggling like I was from day one, honey. However, my peas is right here, my cabbage is right here, and I like it, but I ain't ate it. I ate the chicken, but she ain't put enough salt on it. And I want to text her, because I'll do that in a minute. Text her and go, yeah, you ain't put no salt in this food. But I already be telling her that. And just because she thinks my blood pressure is high, it's not really high. I'm fat. My blood pressure is going to be high. But once I calm down, it's okay. So that's where she gets that from. But if you don't season my food and it don't taste good, I'm not. But my old home care worker fussed at me. I told her, I said, I love my home care worker. I don't want nothing from her for her. I wouldn't take nothing for her. I love her. I still want my food done right. Like, she cooked me some sausage. She was like, you want to throw these? Well, I'm like, no. I said, them sausage too light. I like my food cooked hard. Burn them sausages. I'm going to eat them. But I ain't going to eat no light, bright sausage, honey. Come on now. I'm black. I like eating black people ways. Okay? I don't like no light color sausage. So, I appreciate her. And so, and do I act this spoiled? Pretty much. How do you invite people in? When I first sign up, it's a tab. It says share live with someone. Now y'all know I'm learning this stuff just like y'all are. So I don't know how to invite people in, but some people, they hit this tab and they say if you want to join live, if you want her to join you, which that's on more so on Facebook too. So, but on YouTube, when I first get ready to turn on, it says share live with someone, like 2 people can come on my live. So I don't know. It's a lot of things that it also says. Like, it says now it has a shopping thing. So if I'm talking about a particular store or something, I can click on shopping and put that in there. And then it tells you how much stuff costs. Like the last one I just did, it was the YMCA. So I put in a YMCA t-shirt and this sort of thing because I'm at the YMCA in the video. So I'm learning this stuff just like y'all learning it. So honey, we're going to learn this thing together. But even sitting here on the side of my bed with my leg on this chair and my leg here, I'm not scared. But I'm scooting back. And this scooting back, it's because I've been exercising. Because what do I do when I exercise? I lift my leg up. I lift my arms up. I do this. I do that. I do that. I do boxing. And do that. Do that. Do that. And it's getting me in tune with my body. And once I'm in tune with my body, I'm not scared. So, does that make sense, y'all? Let me hit the tea kettle and make me some tea. So, how y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing tonight? I know I want us to have a session. When I saw your contact, I asked my doctor about my legs, and he told me it was lymphedema. I may not be saying the correct kind, but for sure this week at my consult. Okay. Go for it. That's your support, honey. That's your support. And go for it. Do what you want to. And let me tell you, these things are here to empower us. It's not to, it's good. The thing is, this is the secret. There are 14 people in here. Hey, Carol. And only 6 likes. Can y'all hit the like button, please? This is what I want you to do. Well, actually, you can do what you want to do. This is what I'm going to tell you. The DSM, they may be on the 15th edition now. It stands for Diagnostic Book that lists every disease, every issue, and it corresponds to how clinicians, psychologists, psychiatrists, and doctors diagnose you. So they have to say something that corresponds to that book to be able to get paid. So, okay? And they have to, and of course I am not a doctor. Do not listen to me, honey. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me. So what I want you to do is you want to go to your doctor. You want to ask your physician, ask your counselor. You have a whole slew of people who work just for you. You might have to get a referral. You might have to read about it and ask your doctor about it, whatever the case may be. Use that for your benefit. I ain't say take all them pills. I ain't say, I mean, whatever you doing, I'm just saying use it for your benefit. I'm going to give you an example. There's a lady who comes to my house. There's a lady who calls me every 30 days and she asks me, she's from like the Health Connect, and she asked me, do I need something? Guess what I need? Hey, girl, hey. Guess what I need? I need some help paying my utility bill. Now, does she have resources? I don't know. But just in case you do, hook us up. I told her today, I said, I need some help. I need a social worker to help me get some wheelchair bars or ramps in my bathrooms. She's going to look for those resources, baby. And she'll send me some things. You know, I think last month I said, I need some groceries. I need healthy, nutritious food. She said, well, let me look and find some resources. I'll email you that. Do I know the ones? Yes, I do. But what if I don't know? What if something's happening that came out I don't know about? Okay? And I told her I need help with mobility. I told her just I need help with resources that's going to help me with mobility. I said I need assistance getting a wheelchair vehicle because, see, you got to use your experiences to work on your benefit. Because for 6 months I couldn't go to get my sleep study because the wheelchair transportation or the insurance transportation wouldn't show up for 6 months. Now see how I can use that 6 months in order to get grants, in order to get, the doctor's going to have to write me a prescription for a wheelchair vehicle. That's the first order of business to getting it paid for through a grant or something like that. Okay? Well, I'm telling y'all, you better learn to use that stuff. Let me tell you, yes, if you live in America, now I don't know about the Europeans. I can't speak about y'all. But if you're black in America, baby, you got PTSD, you got ABC, you got 1, 2, 3, you got it all. You got post-traumatic slavery syndrome, okay? Because for 19 generations, our people were enslaved. Now, there were some free blacks. I'm not telling you that. There were some free natives. I'm not telling you that. What I'm saying is use what you need to get what you need. What you said, now you better do it, disabled and prepping. You better do it. You better do it because guess what? The word of God says, seek and ye shall find. Knock and the door shall be open unto you. Ask and it shall be given. When we went up to the Ford dealership, the gentleman who welcomed us, he was like, we just got our mom a wheelchair van. He was able to tell us, and then he took my home care worker around, and then the salesman took me around. So between the both of us, we were able to race and have a good time. So that's what it's about. And if I learn something, I'll share it with you guys. And if you learn something, you share it with us. So that's what I'm talking about. So for me, I know people are like, I get typical now because everybody thinks every time they see me, I'm in pain. I'm fat. I'm going to wobble. I'm going to try to get my balance because I'm trying to figure the thing out. But when I'm really in pain, all I do is cry and stay at home. That's really what I do. Most of the time when you see me, unless I tell you I'm in pain, I'm not in pain. When I used to ride the van, and when you're driving in a van, in a wheelchair, the bus is like this right here, over these streets. All boom, boom. You're bouncing around like you're on a roller coaster. And it would, if I was on that van for like 40 minutes or an hour because they went to pick somebody else up, take them home, take everybody else home, and take me home last, I'm literally in tears. They have to break their rules and bring me in the house because I'm crying. I'm in so much pain. I can't do nothing but cry. I'm for real. And of course, I have a wheelchair ramp, so basically just open up the garage door and I can wheel myself in. But I'm telling you, it is something else. But actually, I've gotten better, so that doesn't bother my legs, my knees anymore. So it's just, what I'm telling y'all is that going through these 14 months, increasing activity, um, continuing, extending the times I exercise, coming up with new things to do, even with when I'm in training, imitating what I see them do. That my sometimes when they're doing something and they might just tell me to do this, and I'll say, "Oh, I can do this part." You know, I may not be able to get on the ground, but I can do this part, and I still, just being motivated to try something different. But I also listen to what they're telling me because they're the experts in that area. So walking with two sticks, that's a big leap. And leaving my wheelchair at home, driving my car. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my XM radio subscription back since I haven't used it in 3 years. Or yeah, they always are emailing me $5 a month. So, but this is what's gonna happen. Right before they want to take the money, then you say, "Oh, let me think about it some more," and they're gonna offer you a whole year or 6 months for $35. What I tell y'all, you better do whatever you need to do for your benefit. Dave Ramsey said, "Always ask for a BBD." What is a BBD? Put it in the comments if you know what a BBD is. Bigger, better deal. There are 49 people in the comments, and only 9 people have hit the like button. Now there are 55. Could we get some people to hit the like button, please? So let me share with you all a few things I learned from this research type article. It's called "The Effects of Mobility Related Anxiety on Walking Across the Lifespan." The one thing I learned from this other article on mobility that I was reading, and it's called, it's just really an article about mobility for caretakers. I just got this by doing a Google search. And that's the thing. The thing is, when I start giving you all information, it's not it's unethical for me not to tell you where I got it from. So this is a research article done by Tiffany E. Raphaelja and all their friends from the Experimental Brain Research Chronicle, and it was published May 19th, 2023. And the research was done in 2022, and it's called "The Effect of Mobility Related Anxiety on Walking Across the Lifespan, a Virtual Reality Simulation Study." And they actually got people to, mostly European, so they didn't have any diversity. And that's common with most research. Most research only uses European Americans. They don't even use diversity. So that's just how it is. So what they do is they use animal testing, like rats, people who got genetic makeups that's similar to us, and then they presuppose how it would affect us and humans. They come up with this, they test the rats, and then they put out the medicines, keep it for 10 years, and somebody else can duplicate it. And then, but it always gives you the limitations of that. It gives you the data interpretation, the conclusions, and the limitations. And the limitations is where it failed, and where there's some areas for more research. So when you're doing your research papers and things like that in school, when you do your literature review, you're talking about all these topics, and you're including the limitations and the history of this topic. So that's kind of the purpose of research. So sort of kind of like that. So remember the other article that I shared with you, it said that just because you're getting older is not synonymous with being weaker. So that's one thing we can kind of shift our brains away from. Just because I'm getting older does not mean I should be getting weaker. So one of the things it's talking about is that the fear of falling, whether you have fallen in the past or you have fallen, if you've fallen, then you have a fear of falling. If you haven't fallen, but you're anxious about falling, you're more likely to miss a step, skip a step, and trip up because you're so anxious about it. However, this research really only researched 20 people who have very active lifestyles, and the average age was 70 years old. So, for this research, so it was really interesting in that sense. So let me share this with you. really what I wanted to share with you is the names of these tests. So I thought that was cool. Okay, one is called the Community Health Activity Monitoring Program for Seniors. The keyword is okay. Amen. Okay, so now that you've fallen 3 times, that's why the other research was saying talk to your doctor, talk to that whoever they refer you to help you understand fall prevention. And in fact, I was telling my home care worker when I got out of my car, she ran to the car. What can I help you with? I'm like, I'm okay. My wheelchair was right here. Then she came back, and I was like, well, just help me. Let me get out the car. Because I was sitting in the car for a long time, sitting in the heat. And that's not a good sign. When I sit for a long time before I get up, that's not a good thing. So I told her, I said, go ahead and take my stuff. And she was moving stuff out the way. And I said, I'm going to let you keep doing that because I can't stop you anyway. And that's something that professionals are trained to do at the home care workers, at physical therapy, in the doctor's offices. When the nurses come to visit, they want to make sure that there is not a that there's a clear path for me to get. And my sister even told me to move this stuff so I can have a clear path to the bathroom. So we're getting there. I just need this chair to put my feet in to push back in the bed. So Pisces, you have to really focus on that. Be mindful and cast. You got to work on your anxiety, just like me. I'm anxious, Lord. If I think about it, I'm a P. So the other testing tool they use is called the state trait anxiety inventory. It's the initial is STAT, and what it measured was the greater trait that it measured the scores for greater trait anxiety in general or state anxiety based on the day. It measured, do you feeling anxious from 1 to 11? You'll see I use that topic. Hey, Sherry, I use that topic in one of my posts. How comfortable do you feel working in the water from 1 to 11? So I want everybody to comment down below. How comfortable do you feel in your mobility? Like, how hopeful do you feel? Hey, Holly Underwood, how hopeful do you feel that you can manage your situation, whether it's mobility, weight loss, having a home care worker? How comfortable? I want y'all to put in the comments 1 to 11. See, I would go ahead and put 11 for me because I can't deny after 14 months that I have had some improvement, and I've had a lot of heartache, and I didn't die because I had heartache. I didn't even die because I gained weight. I didn't even die because I ate that candy. But I have a consistent mind that says, come on, Deb, we got to keep fighting. Come on, Deb, we got to keep fighting. We got to keep pushing. Okay, you ate the candy. Oh, well, tomorrow's a new day. Just don't eat the other candy you got all day. But, it's okay if you do. What's going to happen? You're going to keep working until you get there. You're going to keep working until you get there. That's how I'm going to get there. And when I have something that I should be anxious because I got to go meet some heavy hitters who need my talent. So I have to dress the part, I have to look the part, and I have to be the part. That's right, one day at a time. Planning my meals, planning my snacks. Today, because I drove, I was able to try out this new coffee shop, and I can't mess this up because I got to wear this tomorrow. So let me take this skirt off because I can't go there in the wheelchair vehicle. So I went there today and tried out their cup of coffee. It wasn't that hot, but it was nice. The girl was her customer service was so good. I started laughing, and she was like, "Why?" She was so young. I said, "Cause I know this is gonna be expensive." I did ask her for a discount, and then she served a poppy seed muffin top, which was not that big of a piece of muffin, but it was really good. And I was like, and it wasn't cold, but it was really tasty. So I might try that again. But I get me some coffee from the gas station store because gas station coffee 99 cents and it's really good. And they have French vanilla. So anywho, give me a second. And I was watching this lady talk about a ladylike way to get up. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to work on that, honey. That's a goal. Okay. I have a visual impairment. Oh, 8. Okay, wonderful. Baby, wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. A visual impairment don't stop no show. We have a vision group that comes to the center. Sister Hathorn was blind. She babysat my sister. She said my sister threw something at her when she was a little baby, but she babysat us. There's so much power, so much support for people who are visually impaired. So once again, reach out, get all the support you can get. Get all the support you can get. Make sure you set your sights on where you want to go and visit, what you want to learn. Don't stop. No monkey stops one show, Carol. No monkey stops one show. No monkey. So I'm glad. Thank you for being here and sharing with us. We're all doing this together. Okay? Very good. Thank you for sharing. Let me tell you something else from this article. Um, the mental readiness form. This was administered to assess cognitive, like worry, or somatic, which is arousal versed on the situation, your level of confidence, and the components of anxiety. So that's why I get the 1 through 11. And they use the 11-point Likert scale, which is just a scale they call Likert, and you put the number that people can say from 1 to whatever. And this assessment is a 11-point Likert scale. And cognitive anxiety ratings were prompted with the root statement. So these are, and I'm gonna use this when I do some posts too. My thoughts were, and then very calm or very worried. And then somatic, which looks to me to mean situational anxiety, were prompted by the root statement, my body feels. Isn't this good? My body feels, and range from 1 very relaxed to 11 very tense. So the reason when I tell you that we take this information and we use it for our empowerment, because instead of saying an absolute thing about our whole life, we just adopt some of these. My thoughts were that I'm big and I don't think you can hold me if I need help. So therefore, I ain't gonna even try. However, what I started doing is saying to someone, hold on to my walker. I'm not going to hold on to you because I don't want to hurt you, because it's very real. Nurses and people who work in home care hurt their body all the time dealing with big fat people like me. And I don't want to hurt you. So now that I know I can, and honestly, some of the support that I received didn't even teach me how to use my walkers. One of the girls told me you're supposed to use your walker. So even if I take my canes in the bathroom, I'll ask my worker, pass me that other walker, and I'll use it to get out of the bathroom, and then I'll just use my canes to walk out. Or I'll close it up and use the wheels to do that, or I'll just walk out. Because my thoughts were that I couldn't move myself and I needed help. So now I don't need help. I need moral support. I can do it myself. I just need moral support. Does that make sense? So my thoughts used to be whatever. Now they are this. And the reason there's something different is because I've been moving. And I've been walking without canes and without walkers. I've been doing it for a while. So I can't say honestly anything negative because I can do it. Okay? So this one, it says, my body feels. Sometimes when I wake up in the morning, when I'm getting dressed and I'm getting ready to put on my bathing suit bottoms or put on the skirt or whatever, I can't feel my butt. And that's because I've been sitting on it. But I really don't just feel my butt. I sit on my side. I roll over and everything. But I think when I'm when I'm sitting up in the bed before I move, I'm sitting on my butt. So I tell myself, I have a mirror right here. And I'm like, you know what? You see your big old butt. It's okay. I'm like, is anything touching my butt? Because one time the thing got stuck on my butt and it fell down when I was getting in somewhere, like in my driveway. But I don't get embarrassed because you know what? It is what it is. People who drive that van, they grown ups. It happens. I caught it, pulled it up, put it in the trash. So what I'm going to say for you, disabled and prepping, is Jesus provides that moral support. He wants you to rely on Him, and as you reach out and find your resources, that's where your moral support is going to come from. But it's not going to be, um, it's not going to be consistent. It's not going to be the same people because that's a whole lot for anybody. So you may like I'm going to work with physical therapists till November 27th, and then if we want to, we'll extend it for another 8 weeks. I might go to the doctor. I might have my home care worker. I might have my coach. Well, I know I'm going to have my coach for the next 12 months because I paid in advance. The lady who helped me today, her husband was Coach Mike, so I think he don't want to work with me no more because he never emailed me back, and that's fine because he just wanted to work with me because he wanted to, and I asked him if he could, and he said he could, but in honesty, he can't handle all of this. And that's okay. He just got in the military. He got PTSD. He can't handle all of this. Whereas my other coach, who's a special forces military person, he can do root canals and do amputations. He can handle it. So what you have to understand is it takes a special person to even deal with us for a little while. And most of the time, they're going to deal with us because they may have had a family member who needed the same support, or they love people, or they understand. They just, it's a special thing. However, when I was in this bed and didn't get up and didn't go nowhere and didn't move, that was home care. But then I started going places. And when I say going places, I started going, yeah, I started going to workout and things like that and swimming. That's part of it. But they didn't tell me to do that. I told me to do that. So at the end of the day, we're not, even if you're 80, you're not counted out. Most of the ladies who exercise with me are most of them are 70 and up. So I like this verbiage. And sometimes we have to get appropriate verbiage to replace the nonsense in our head. Because, girl, that nonsense be everywhere. And that's normal. We don't know what we're doing. We've never been in this position before. And that's okay. That's why Celestine, she's so proud of me. She was like, we need to give you an award. I'm like, Lord, she going to make me come up on the stage? Oh, my goodness. However, if I hadn't been exercising, she said, I didn't see you this morning. I said, oh, I was resting, but I was going to come late. I drove my car. She's like, what? If you don't show up, you won't give anybody a chance to help you or to encourage you. But it's not, even your best friend can't encourage you. That's Jesus' job. That's why you're to be inspired. You have the fellowship, but you keep it moving. Does that make sense? You plant your own garden and you fertilize your own soul, but you utilize the support. Okay, I don't do no online stuff. When she was like, you can do this stuff at home, I was like, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do none of this stuff at home. What I'm gonna do at home is sit here, talk to y'all, play on this computer, watch some movies, listen to some YouTube, talk to y'all, print. I love to print. And tell my home care go bring me my stuff, put on my tray. And tell her to do stuff. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sweep the garage because I don't mind doing that because I've been doing that lately. I'm going to give stuff away. And that's what I'm going to do. I ain't going to do none of that other stuff. I'm not going to do what I ain't going to do. And it's okay. You ain't got to do all that stuff, child. I ain't going to do none of that stuff at home. That's why I go to the gym. That's why I go to get a trainer to help me. I ain't been doing none of that. I ain't hardly even about to eat these beans and cornbread, and I really like them, but I do have my hot pot. This is what I do. I might try to eat the beans cold. I don't know. I need to eat something because I need to eat my cabbage. I don't know. We're going to see. Okay, let's look at some other verbiage. My body feels. That's another That's another one. I am feeling. It's participants reported confidence in their ability to complete the task. That's with the root statement. How confident do you feel the ability to complete a task? And so when my sister was here, I said, Sister, I'm going to get up and go in the kitchen. Watch. I remember when she was here a couple of years ago, I was trying to cook for her and I couldn't get up out the chair. And she's like, "Want me to help you?" I'm like, "No, go sit down, Louise. Go sit down." And I was shocked. She said, "You're frustrated because you can't do what you want to do." But then now I was like, "Sister, watch this. I can get up." I said, "Sister, watch this. I can walk in the kitchen." I said, "Ooh, I got my stuff. I put it on my tray." I said, "Sister, my back hurting a little bit." She said, "You want to sit down?" Mm-mm. I said, "Go back in the room." I'm okay. And I got set up. And a few days later, she said, "Sister, what all that stuff all that stuff in between you and the bathroom? See right here, look at all that stuff right there." She said, "Move all that stuff." But that's a basket, so I can move that over. But the guy came to fix the bed. That's another reason we gotta wait. And the tool that they got wasn't right. So he said that they're gonna order something else, and they're gonna then he's gonna come back. And he said, "Call me when they come." Thank you, Takesha Chandler. Oh, Takesha, that's a cute name. Takesha, Takesha. That's right, with help. But you just have to know it's not gonna be always. Do you know how many home care workers I had who didn't help me? Who didn't want to help me? Who were mean to me? They were nice, but they didn't do what They just I didn't even know what they were supposed to do. I'm like, "Go in there, cook me something. I don't know what you're supposed to do." They ain't tell me. One company said they'll do whatever you want them to do. Like, "I'll do all this stuff." I'm like, "Okay, sound good to me." But as I've learned and I've grown and I released my fear and decided I wanted to get my life back and decided to show up. That's why I really want to get my hair done. But I'm gonna try that wig I got over there maybe, or I just do my own hair. But I put my ponytail up. So yes, ma'am, I have 47 people in the group. Thank you, Danielle, and only 17 likes. Can somebody give me a like, please? And I think I'll try to put my makeup on, but I found another lady. She has a beautiful makeup. Oh my goodness! So I don't know if I have money for new makeup, but I'm gonna check it out. But I also fell in love with my skin as well, and so we'll see. We'll see. Hi, Matt. How you doing? So the other quote is: participants indicate the level of mental effort required to complete the task. That's something, and all of our taking Weight Watchers and weight loss groups and all of that. Nobody ever talked all these years. Nobody ever talked to us about the mental capacity required to complete a task. Isn't that something? Oh, thank you, Takesha. Now, Takesha, let me tell you something about me, girl. Let me tell you something now. You keep on with them compliments, I'm gonna be texting like, Takesha, give me another one. Because, girl, vanity is my favorite sin, child. I appreciate it. You got that right. What you said, now you saying something. Sunshine. Don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on the big air. That's right. Bum 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Hey, sunshine. That's right. We have resources of all kinds. And if all else fails, ask somebody for what you want, for what you need, child. You need just check it out. So the level of mental effort, and that went from 0, absolutely no effort, to 150, extreme effort. And honestly, like I asked Coach, why Jesus can't just heal me right overnight? He said, because he wants you to work for it. And I'm like, okay, let's do that. And then the more I learn, and sometimes what I'll do when they're telling me to do something, I'm like, let me see you do it. And then I'll imitate what they're doing to the best of my ability. And honestly, that's right. That's exactly right. You can have someone who will go to work with you. What are we discussing tonight, my friend? We're discussing, let me go back to this. We're discussing this research article. It's called The Effects of Mobility Related Anxiety on Walking Across the Lifespan, a virtual reality simulation study that came from the experimental brain research. It was published in May 2023, and it, like I said, it was, they utilize mostly European people, but most research studies do that, and then they make it general. They use animals and stuff, then generalize it to humans, and then do a research study to generalize more. They wanted to get more people, but because of COVID, they couldn't. But we can utilize what they're giving us, and then we can use it to empower us in our journey. So this one is talking about, this part of the research talking about your level of mental effort required to complete the task, and it's what you think you can complete. So they use the rating scale of mental effort, and it's from 0, absolutely no effort, to 150, extreme effort. And that's something that that's a lot. So let me tell you the other things that we just talked about. We talked about using the words "my body feels" when you're looking at situational anxiety. Using the words "my thoughts were" when we're looking at cognitive anxiety, where people are asked to self score how you feel or your ability to feel anxious or complete tasks, because this is all about anxiety. We also looked at the Community Health Activity Monitoring Program for seniors, which they rated the average amount of moderate physical exercise that they engaged in each week. Now the thing is, they use people who were older and who were very, very active and very, very educated. And the research says that people who are very educated tend to be very active. Now this was on, they only use Europeans. And so I don't know. People, of course, all lifestyles are active, but if I only use Europeans, you're going to get this kind of study or this kind of findings. But in the limitations section, it's going to say we need more diversity. Then we can utilize these findings. We need a cross section representative of people, because there are lots of people in the United States. I mean, all kind of people. In fact, I've had people who brought in their parents from Africa and other places, and they don't like it here because there's nobody walking. Even people who come from Philadelphia and New York, they're like, there are no sidewalks in Tennessee. They're used to walking. Okay. Hey, Tina. Hey, guys. Yes, I'm a researcher. I'm a liberal arts baby. So if y'all see how much paper I got, can somebody come help me organize the paper? That's how I learned stuff by reading. That's why I'm always reading something. That's what I've been doing that since I was 11. I just do that. I just read. I learn. That's how I learn, is reading. And this is going to encourage us to help us to get through what we're going through right now. This is about mobility related anxiety, and you'll see I use some of these terms in my post that I posted today. And I drove my car and I walked into the gym, and then I videoed, so I was able to video. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, they said we were unable to recruit a large sample for this comparison. That's something, and they have to admit that. To not admit it is unethical, but it's nothing wrong with it. It is what it is. Okay, they did age-related differences in gait and postural control on elevated walkways, um, and then that was a disparity between young and old. So that's nothing we can talk about. So then let's see. Mm, that's just on the future. The future research. Okay. Okay, this actually came from the Department of the Army or the Department of Defense. So those people are going to be definitely more active because they've been in the military where they are more active. Remember, they do more before 9 a.m. than most of us do all day. But this says that the limitations is that they use Caucasian, well-educated, and active people. They were the oldest person was 73 years old, and they said that represents a relatively younger contingent of older adults. So those who with a substantial fear of falling and or history of falling, or for individuals with trait anxiety and or acrophobia. That's spelled ACRO phobia, PHOBIA. And I don't know if acrophobia means fear of falling. I think it does mean fear of falling. And a large group of this was from data of people as young as 34 years old, but as older as over 60 years old. And they reported falling in the previous 6 months. So some of these people reported they actually failed. So that's where the fear of falling because you fail is real. Basically, what they're saying is if you feel like you're going to fall, you are going to fall because you're going to miss a step, you're going to trip because your mind is on it. So, what's the applicable lesson? Let's shift our mind. Like sometimes you'll see me saying, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Put one foot in front of the other. Sometimes I used to pray, Jesus, can you help me get up? And there's a song come up on on my Alexa that says something about Jesus helping me, and I stand right up. And then one day I went somewhere and came back. I said, well, Jesus, you think I can do it twice? Sun came back on. I did it twice. Basically, you think as a man thinketh, so is he. Not what I know my limitations are, but what Jesus will allow me to, despite my limitations, stand up, sit up, walk, give it a try, try out a new exercise, go somewhere. When I before I got a wheelchair, I would ask anybody to help me stand up. Hey, Monica Jackson, I'd be like, can you help? Can I borrow your hand? Can I use your muscles? Okay, I need help getting up. Who gonna say no? Some people did, but that's okay. It don't bother me. I used to sell real estate. I mean, timeshare. I don't care. No, ain't nothing. I sell resumes. No, don't bother me. So, oh, okay. Look some. Oh, wait. Look at this. Look at this. I took these notes too. Mobility problems. This is something that, at some point, feel free to share, but don't whine about it. Because you whine about it, I'm gonna get mad. But just share it without whining. Okay. Unsteadiness while walking. This is one. So I'm going to do a chart so people can say what are their mobility problems. Difficulty getting in and out of chairs, muscle weakness, joint problems, pain, disease. Oh, this is good. Neurological difficulties, like in the brain or nervous system. We've already talked about these, but it's good to go back over them. Psychological effects, like loss of mobility. Now, this is what happens when you have lost mobility or it's something for real. When these knees weren't working, baby, it was real. Frustration, concern, guilt, anger, and grief. That's why I told my brother I ain't going nowhere. He was like, don't feel like you have to come to my party. Because it'd be too much with somebody helping me. All that. And it was downtown, so you know. Lots of steps. So I said, I ain't going nowhere else. The only reason I went, of course, because my nephew passed away, but I ain't going nowhere else. I ain't going to no family function. I didn't go to family reunion. I ain't going nowhere else until I can move like I want to. And when I went on vacation to Florida this year, baby, I was moving like I wanted to. You hear me? But I was by myself. I met lots of people, and I was comfortable. And so sometimes when I was around my family, they yelling, Deborah, we see you on YouTube. You can do it. I'm like, y'all stressing me out. And call my brother to come help me. And then he was like, no. And then he come because, I need help. Because when I'm calm, see, my coach, he don't talk loud. That's because he's a killer. So he's like, very good. And then the other people, one of my coaches, she talks in a whisper. She talk loud. That calm me down. But if you screaming at me, they don't calm me down. That make me nervous. So I got to pull back so I can get together. My sister came to visit. My nieces came to visit me. My brother came to visit too. So you come to visit me at home, I'm comfortable because my home cover is going to be here. If I need her, then I can move. I'm good. But I don't need, I'm grown. I've been everywhere. I see them. I know what they look like. I take 50, 11 pictures of them. I can call them every day. But I even stopped calling him every day because I got to focus. He wants me successful. He don't want me, he don't mind that I call him every day. But he would be more proud of me once he see me moving and like I used to. Once he see me in my wheelchair van, I roll up. So I told him, I said, brother, let me borrow your car to drive to Houston one time. He had sold it. I'm like, brother. And he's like, you got a new car? I said, I know, but I just want to drive yours. But he don't care. He don't care about selling it. He would have let me, but he had just sold it. And I'm like, okay. So that's why sometimes you have to lean back and do you. And then you're gonna be a better you. When my nieces and nephews came, we popped popcorn, we planted the flowers because I was doing me. When I used to run to visit them every week, my little niece don't understand that Aunt Deborah got to pee and she can't hold it. So mm, so we gotta work on that thing, girl. And that's good. That is good. I'm trying to figure out some goals for next year. I want to start going to some church events. And I got to put them in there. But they got to plan the things in advance so that I can know to to plan to go get a hotel, all of that stuff. So I'm trying to get people to tell me the event so I can plan it. So, oh, I killed that bug! Yay! Bam, I got you. I'm gonna watch this as soon as I get. I'm not gonna watch. I'm gonna throw it to be watched as soon as I get off the phone. So y'all, we've been talking an hour. I hope what I'm saying have encouraged us and made sense. And we done had confession. We done had fellowship. We done had repentance. We done had all of that stuff. But it's part of the journey. It's part of the journey. And just know whatever stage you're in, you may be in the stage where you're in pain right now, you ain't moving, you ain't going nowhere, you hurt, and you need some help. You may be in the stage where the pain is easing up, you're taking your medicines, you're learning some exercises, you're developing some dreams, you're looking for resources. I found 3 or 4 different exercises that's free. Ping pong, walking, and they're having a sensory walk where you're going to use your senses to walk on the walking trail. That's the same day as my physical therapy. I want to cancel my physical therapy and go to that, but I got to be responsible. I got to stick to my guns because the physical therapy schedule is very tight. So this journey is simply about, hey, Monica, taking your time, breathing, using your resources, trusting your instinct, using your resources to find the help you need, and kind of looking up some things to give your doctor some insight to let them know you really are being proactive. They may be able to give you some things or give you some support once they see you're proactive. A lot of times they don't recommend, like, my doctor don't recommend nothing. I have to ask him for anything I want. Because they doing what they do. They living their life. Okay, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not telling you he don't care. I'm saying because he's the best doctor I've ever had, or one of the best. I'm saying if it's to be, it's up to me. Okay. I gotta find me some cowboy boots. I gotta find some mustard yellow face towels. I gotta find me some cowboy boots. I gotta find me some regular boots. And I gotta find me some warm clothes, child, because it's cold out here. Or something to keep me relatively warm. Because it's getting cold. So, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Lord, for blessing me. And thank you, Lord, for loving me. Thank you, Lord, for cleansing my soul and making me whole. I want to thank you, Lord, for loving me. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Lord, for saving my soul. Alexa, what time is it? Okay, it's 9:28. So I'm gonna try to get close to the bed by 10:30, 11:30, or whatever time my body goes to sleep. I already took a nap, so or maybe I'll try to eat my dinner. I don't want to eat that. You ain't need no proper bowl. Okay. And this also lends itself to doing the things that I can do and the things that I can't do and I'm not in control of, being okay with that. And it's okay. Okay? That makes sense? Okay, I'm going to bid everybody good night. I love how far you've come in your journey. Oh, Lillian, to God be the glory. To God be the glory. I never would have known that I can do this much. And I just thank God for his mercy. I thank God for his continued support. And I just thank you so much. Peace, y'all. Peace and hair grease. There are 46 people in the group, 24 likes. Can y'all hit that like button? So I'll see you later. God bless. Bye-bye.